I've actually never seen a Ridley mirror, so I think it's going to trade with a lot of nairs. Oh, that's cool. He's actually using the NES color.
Oh, the NES Ridley color?
Yeah,
like the really, really purple one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Man, you know, I haven't seen too much Ridley besides Lade, but this is definitely a very fun character to
No,
play.
he is. The accidental touch, or what
I don't
is
know,
he standing up for?
Maybe he's
What is he
flexing,
standing up
man. I mean, he's got 48%, but he still wants to flex.
for? Not bad.
I respect it.
Ooh, the wingspan of that smash.
But, I mean, you know,
Oh, and now,
that's what I'm talking
dude,
about.
that
Very
is
fun
that
character
is,
to play.
that is, in my opinion, one of the best forward smashes in this game. Like, it is relatively unsafe on block, but the thing is, it's like the range on whiff, it's safe. You know, it's a great coverage move.
I know a lot of times, from what I've seen other people play Ridley, they'll fox trot away, almost kind of do like a pseudo-perfect pivot into the forward smash.
And that's a great forward smash like that because he kind of winds back a bit.
Right.
So you'll kind of like just whiff a normal into like one of the most damaging forward smashes in the game.
Kill at like 70, I'm guessing.
Dude. And like Ridley's Samus weight, so you know that's no slouch.
Oh, he is Samus's
Yes.
weight. You wouldn't think from looking at the guy.
Oh yeah. No, honest to God, he's not a big. Oh my God, and still just covering a lot of the offstage options, which is one of Ridley's key features in this game.
You know, every time I see Ridley do a side B, the inner Ganon in me smiles.
Dude, that is one of the, like, actually when they announced this character, or like, you know, people were like, oh, I want Ridley in, I literally told people this, if he doesn't do his grab where he just smacks you across the ground, I don't want him in. That was the first thing they showed his reveal trailer. I was very happy.
And everyone's like, I'm going to play this character.
Ooh. I mean, I love K-Rool to death, but no, Ridley's sick in this game. I have a ton of fun with him. He's a great secondary. Ooh. Nice follow. And so, still just like a smothering ride, to be honest. Just making sure, you know, his buns are out there before his, and you know, just making sure it's always his turn.
I would like to see Rai play a little bit more patient in that regard, because he kept running into a lot of Sills buttons.
Yeah.
Good. Not the best punish.
Oh, that could have been a big forward smash punish. Oh, nice forward tilt to try and get the two-framer.
Okay, he did the down tilt. I believe like the follow-up for that you want is up air or forward air, right?
Yes.
Because I think he did a nair.
Oh, are you talking about where he angled it?
Yeah.
That's actually his forward tilt. You can angle it upwards, forward, or downward.
I see.
No, it's a great ledge tool, and it's actually helpful for Ridley because it kind of stops a lot of forward approaches that a lot of sword characters like to use.
And his nair is where he spins.
Dude, the round the clock? That's
Yes,
that's
the
one of
round
the
the
best.
clock.
That's one of the best nairs in the game.
I believe in that. Went a little too deep there, but he ended up getting the uppy at the end there.
Oh, that is not a move you want to whip with Diddley or Ridley. Hi Diddley, ho neighboroonie. Oh no.
So does Ridley have a kill throw?
I don't believe so. If he would, I believe it's back throw. But that'll kill.
Yeah.
Hit him with it to take a bite out of crime.
Back throw probably at 200%. Yeah, we'll call that.
We'll call that.
At the ledge. Yeah, I mean, you need it there.
I mean, hey man, I'll take a throw confirm over a kill throw any day. To be completely honest, dude, down throw to forward air, dude, regularly does about 25, maybe 30%. What was it? If they hold in, oof, that is good damage.
No one should do that.
I mean, hey, we've seen some incidents.
Okay, looks like we got some sort of change here. Maybe we got someone who had a problem with one of their controllers. That's what it's looking like right now.
Oh, I hope that's not what happened.
So here's the thing about with the controls here that not everyone knows, especially if the other settings down there,
Yes.
tap jump is probably on. Okay, so what happened with that is if you're changing your controls and if you don't click OK or press start, if you just press B to get back out,
Oh, it won't
save
register?
Yes, it will not save it.
Okay.
So that's probably what happened to him. So everyone who plays, if you ever play in a tournament, you know, if you mess up your control like that, you have to hold that. Always go back the next game and change it, but make sure you press start.
No, it was actually a great mindset for him to actually do that because, no, that's huge actually. I didn't know that.
It's, I mean, I don't like it. And, you know, it's kind of like, why won't B work? You're toggling.
Yeah.
It's not like a hard set, like you're toggling it. And then
Here's the thing. I try not to give like too much flack to like, you know, the development team of this game on like certain choices, only because like this game was announced and released the same year.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, look, it's a huge game. I love playing it. It's just kind of like little things that like add up against it. Like personally, you know, some of the stuff with the controls is a little annoying. I think the biggest pet peeve I have at the current moment, and I think they didn't like think about it because you know it takes you to stage select first, was it doesn't save your character from the last match.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing is, like, you know, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But the thing is, like, if it's anything like, you know, Marvel, you know, you just try to get to the second game as quick as you can. So it's just like, you know, like A/B start. You know, just
It's a little quality of life
yeah.
thing.
No, but the thing is, that's something I think they're definitely gonna like just adjust once like, you know, future patches come out.
So I believe it was Ride. Was he the one that changed his controls? Or was it
Yes.
Silache? Okay.
No, Silache was always the purple one. So like, yeah, it was Ryan that changed the control.
Okay.
Just
What is a Ridley neutral?
all these clocks on the screen.
They don't know what time it is, even though the time's up the top right-hand corner of the screen. So, how does Ridley do off stage against Ridley? Serge?
I was thinking about that. I think honestly, I'm not even trying to joke. I think it's terrible for Ridley. Only
okay.
because like the thing is, he's such a big character. He's super susceptible to his own air, so I think that can hurt him a lot. And he is one of those characters that I think does have a solid recovery. But here's the thing: he has one of the better recoveries in the game, in my opinion. But he needs both jumps.
I see what you're saying.
I feel he needs all of his jumps the same way Mewtwo from Smash 4 needed his jump, and probably still does. Like, you know.
And Ridley's got 2 jumps out of after the
okay, so it's 3 jumps off stage, and I think that's the same with most of the cast, but 2 off stage.
I see.
The thing is, though, if you're high enough, his side B can be a great recovery tool. But you know, you have to be careful where you place it, because if you whip it, it can be a great punish for sword characters.
And it does put you into free fall if you do
no.
it in the air?
Nope.
Oh, it does not?
That's one of the huge factors of that move. Plus, if he actually like grabs you in the air, he doesn't necessarily spike you, but he kind of does like a little chuck on the bottom and jumps over you. So it actually helps with his recovery too.
Nice.
And that should definitely kill. Yep. No, dude, expect like I'm not gonna. Oh, 2. Ridley's side B, especially like across the stage, dude, that does so much damage and knockback. It's at least around like maybe 25-30%.
Forward air not really cutting in there, whipping barely, despite that Ridley being such a big target.
Oh yeah.
That jab pummel.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was looking at that.
The
I was just
stab?
like, ooh, I'm not a fan.
And Rye really turned this around, like gathering up 70 damage on the next stock.
Definitely, I mean, was it maybe it was the controls that were holding it back last time? Because that was...
I mean, that's always huge to, you know, how you play, so, you know, it might have been, great down smash on the get up attack read.
And it was pretty convincing what Silache was doing against Rye last time. So maybe, you know, it'll be a lot more even this time around.
You know, especially with a control change.
Ooh, that
could be
didn't
big.
look good. That did not look good to me.
The only reason I was like saying that could be big is because he does have a solid air drift on his up B, but in certain angles it's one of those things where he like, you know, kind of just whiffs. You know.
I've seen that happen numerous times.
I felt Rye should have chased off stage, especially with Nair. Because the thing is, like, even with a trade, that's huge against a Ridley without any jumps. Oh, but never mind.
Very
We got
nice
the blood sport
Very
kick.
cheeky back air. I like that. See, when it comes to neutral in this game, especially with commentating, it's like I'm trying to like process everything that they're doing right now.
Oh, dude, dude, it's one of those things where like the game's almost explosive in a sense where it's like you know, both players will almost be playing like a keyboard setting, and then suddenly someone goes in with fair and they're already at 80. It's like, oh,
okay.
That's like, whoa.
Not sure what he's anticipating.
The forward smash. I think in that situation he was trying to catch a landing if he could, but he kind of backed off at some time.
I see.
Oh,
he's
going
going
deep.
No.
Okay. Good mindset though, not to go too deep though.
At this point, though, with such a high percentage, maybe, you know, could afford to be a little bit
No,
risky.
see, he's even like, he just kind of like angled the, I personally call that forward tilt the shank. I'm sure there's a general term, but it's just like what I've said. No, that's actually one of the better shield poking moves in this game, especially because you can angle it, and it does kill on tipper.
So if he angles it up, do they have to block up?
Yes.
That's so cool that we actually have to block up and down. In this
No,
game.
it's, well, a little mixed about it at the moment, but it's a nice change of pace.
Right. Makes me think of Classic Fight.
Oh, yeah.
22% off of one move? I mean, I wasn't wrong, was I? His up B, it looked like
oh no, that move, his up B is really solid. Like, you know, really disjointed. Hits a lot. Like, you know, a little similar to Bayo's. You know, not quite as massively disjointed, but dude, it's like the tip of the wings, almost a meter down, and then his hurtbox. Like, it's a really good, and that could be huge.
Oh, and
he's
Rye was
dead,
playing
and
so
still
well.
taking that back. Yeah, pretty much going back to what we were saying earlier. You know, like Ridley against Ridley.
Yep. Definitely a better showing from Ride.
Oh, yeah.